Hello and hello, hope you're doing okay. Welcome to episode, was it, I forgot it was, 64 of Look Back. Yes, goodness me, it's 64 episodes, goodness me. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Yeah, basically it's where I look back at what I reviewed 1 year ago and 5 years ago and see whether I still agree with it or not. And also just whether things are still available from that time ago. Sometimes, 1 year ago, generally things are still available, but 5 years back, you never know. Oh, hi there, Alan. Great to see you. Hello, happy Saturday. How are things? Not doing too bad, thank you, Alan. Yeah, just been a bit of a hectic week this week. Managed to publish a video this week, but I was hoping to do it yesterday or Thursday, but didn't manage to do it. So a bit of a hectic one, but there we go. But yeah, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I've noticed there's still been Easter eggs on Wednesday. There was still Easter eggs available in Asda, which was crazy, really. They might still be there now. So yeah, I can't believe it's just such a big comparison to last year. So I don't know what they've managed to do. Yeah, crazy really. Yeah, so have you managed to get any Easter pics still, Anna, or are they all sold out where you are? Hope you do well, Alan. Good to see you. Great to see you. Yes, then. And now Scotty, hello, I'm up in the wilds of North Yorkshire. I'll catch up later. The wilds of North Yorkshire, eh? Goodness me. Yeah, well, I hope you have a lovely time, Scotty. You're always out and about. Yeah, good weather for it as well. Yeah, but I hope you have a lovely time there, Scotty. Good to see you. Yeah, so basically got quite a few things going on, and yeah, got I've got basically where got a few things going on basically. Yeah, first thing I'm going to start do it now. Last week it caused a load of havoc because it wasn't quite. Let's have a look. We'll start this goal off. See what happens. Yeah, there we go. So start a goal. So you never know. You might get 5 super chats. You never know. Anyway, hopefully it's done it. Let's see. Fingers crossed. There we go. Yeah. So. And the other thing is as well, I can give away 5 free memberships as well, 5 support level memberships as well. I'll do that halfway through the live. What that gives you is access to exclusive. Basically, almost all videos are now published exclusive for members for the first 2 or 3 days beforehand, and yes, you get some other perks as well. This, that, and the other. So there we go. I must clear my throat. Apologies for this. Excuse me. There we go. We're back on track. Right. So. Yeah, so there we go. So, right, so sorry, Al, I didn't notice your message before, but then I think you've removed it before I got time to do it. Yes. But yes, so let me know. There we go. Morris says, the big camera inclusions for £2.50. I reluctantly resist on this occasion. Goodness me. Yeah, £2.50 though. Good. Now, weren't they like £11, £12, £13 or something? Wow, that's pretty amazing, that, to be honest with you. Asda was selling, they had mainly the caramel Cadbury one, Smarties one, which was nice actually. I quite like the Smarties one. And I think possibly a couple of other ones, but it's mainly those, I think, really. But yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to, it's very tempting, isn't it? It's very tempting. It's just, there's obviously other chocolate out there now. Sometimes you feel like, I need to move on to other things, So it's one of those. But there we go. But yeah, I know it's very difficult to, £2.50 though, that's not bad really, is it? I mean, I guess it's still it might still be expensive technically for what it really is. But although having said that, I'm not so sure. Probably about 400 grams of chocolate or something like that, I think. So yeah. Great stuff. Well, let's start turning the lights on. Let's see how we do. Let's have a look. So there we go. Some stuff here. We're going to do let's talk about the member video I did first. Just worried I can't stop. I'm just worried I can't stop and get started again. I know. I must admit, Alan, when I bought a couple was it last week? I think I bought one on Wednesday actually as well. But I must admit, it's so it's you feel like you've sort of you've not turned a page. What's the expression? You've maybe just moved on basically. You've sort of think, right, all the Easter amazingness has gone now. Now I can go on to cutting down and things like that. But then it's not the case. It's still there, So I do know what you mean. It's very it's hard to resist. There really is very hard to resist. So there we go. Right, so let's have a look. I've got the let's have a see now. I need to sort these out, don't I? I really need to get these things out. So look, that's the wrong one there. Where will I put it? Yeah, so 1 year. There we go. All right, so 1 year ago, the member review from 1 year ago. So let's see if this is it. Yes, there we go. Quite a good one actually. Magnum Euphoria Pink Lemonade. There you go. So if you have bronze member above, you can get access to that review there. I'm sure it's still around. I'm sure it is. Quite interesting, nice sounding one for an honest review. So yeah, I'm going to start trying to get some more ice cream reviews done. Usually they're the ones that go for the member exclusive ice cream. I've got like a freezer full of ice creams. It's ridiculous. So I need to start getting them reviewed, I think. So there we go. So I might try and do those soon. But there we are. That was from a year back. So if you missed that first time around, if you've become a member since then, there you go. You can go view that. Yeah, quite an interesting one. Yeah. So probably start from. I think we'll start from probably. What's the best? Let's start 5 years. But I think we always do 5 years first, don't we? Let's do that. So always the easiest way to do it. Yeah, the problem is I've just got like I've been too efficient for my own good and put all the images and stuff on, and then every time I come to do this, can never find it. There we go. So there we are, 5 years back, and there we go. All right, there we are. 2020. I still can't believe. Yeah, that's 5 years ago. Madness, but there we are. All right, so I did a review 5 years back. Let's have a seat. Let's go. All right, so some interesting ones actually today. Must be said. Let's have a look. Right, so let's have a go. Yes, we got these. Giardelli. I've never pronounced it rightly. Right. Giardelli dark chocolate raspberries. What I gave these? These like little. You get them in a bag. I don't know if you get them in a bar form, but usually come in little individually packed squares. Basically, they look amazing from that picture, don't they? And I gave these a 5 out of 5 at the time. So oozes quality and luxury and indulgence, I said in the review. Dark chocolate looks and tastes wonderful. And there's no bar. I didn't think there was anything quite like it in the UK. I still don't think there is. Obviously, let me know if you think there is something I might have missed, or there is since then. But just really, really nice. And the raspberry filling was really sort of quite tart, actually. I thought it might be too tart for some people, but it was so distinct and lovely flavour. Really, as I say, it was really exactly what you want, basically, from this sort of thing. It was just so unique and distinct and interesting, and as I say, just felt really indulgent. 5 out of 5. They're very hard to, well, not hard to get as such, but they're quite expensive to import to the UK. I've never seen them at a very good price. Never seem to be, a lot of things you can technically import and maybe spend a bit more, but these ones always seem to be quite expensive. So I do want to try and get more Giardelli reviews done, to be honest with you, because I really do like them. Really nice stuff. So I think for me, this one definitely got to be the same. 5 out of 5. Just a lovely, really nice one. This one, as I said, they do like assorted packs as well. We can get this as well as other ones like caramel ones they do, and maybe other flavours. Definitely on my list of things I've been meaning to get more of over the years, and I've just never have done for some reason. I don't know why. I need to sort myself out there. Definitely top of the list of imported stuff I'd like to get more of for sure. A really nice one. So definitely recommend that. As I say, I don't think you go far wrong with that. I said even if you don't like dark chocolates, you might be swayed by this, but yeah, it's worth a try either way. So I also read 5 years back. Yes, remember these mint Malteser buttons? I mean, do they still do Malteser buttons generally? I don't think they do they? But they were lovely. They were really, really, really nice. And you can imagine it's quite a high score for this one as well. And they gave it. I gave these a 5 out of 5 as well. Really nice. Just lovely texture and taste. I thought the mint and the sort of malt honeycomb flavour kind of worked really well in the buttons. There were lots of lovely crunchy bits as well. Just really, really nice. I thought the taste, might not be for everyone. I thought because the mint and honeycomb combo might be a bit unusual, but I really liked it. I thought it was really tasty, really nice indeed. This one, and I think it's a shame that these have disappeared. Actually, I don't know. I haven't seen them anywhere. I'm assuming you have, but Malteser buttons were really successful. I thought, taste-wise and product-wise. I'm just going to have some of my tea, and why not? I just thought they were so lovely, and I don't know why they've disappeared. To be honest with you, I thought they just worked perfectly. They really gave you Malteser experience in a button form, and they were just so tasty. I remember there was a lady I was working with. I remember I was saying to her, you've got to try these. They're just amazing, and I think I bought her some, like a little pack of them. And she said, "Oh yeah, you're spot on there with those." I think it's just because a lot of people just dismissed them and didn't really think much of them. Because like that lady, maybe that was just a case of one, but that lady sort of didn't really. I don't know, wasn't expecting anything from them. I don't think, and I think that was it. So it was a very I don't know. I think it's just a product that just people didn't really just thought, well, I'll just get some Maltesers, basically. And it was a shame. It was a real shame. So these ones, as you can imagine as well, I am going to give them the same if I can find the. Yes, there we go. The same. Yeah. 5 out of 5 for sure. But I just don't think they're around anymore, which is a real shame, to be honest. It really is. Yes. Hi, Andrew. Good to see you. I still have still some Easter eggs. Yeah, I got some on Wednesday, and there's still quite a lot left. So 60p. Goodness me. Mostly the fancy exceptional ones left now. Got the fruit and nut milk chocolate one, blonde and hazelnut one, and orange and ginger one. I tried the orange and ginger one, and I did like that actually. It was a nice one, that orange and ginger one. Nice, just dark chocolate, wasn't it? I thought it was for those price 60p as well, because they were quite they were like £8 new, I think they were, and then they were reduced to about, I don't know, £3 or £4 now to be 60p. Yeah, that's not bad at all, that. Malteser buttons and Galaxy Caramel buttons are gone now. Yeah, Galaxy, that was the other one, wasn't it? Galaxy Caramel buttons, they're both gone now. They were famous for making chocolate into button form about 5 years back. Smarties, Maltesers, Galaxy, etc. Yeah, it's a real shame. The Smarties buttons as well, they were really good. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, it must have been a fad at the time, wasn't it? But they were all really good products, those. Really nice products. Yeah, I'm sure last year they didn't have reduced Easter eggs for this long. No, they didn't. I don't think they had any at all. Well, I didn't see any, Andrew. Yeah, I was just we were saying like last week, and I think in the comments as well, a few people saying just reduced Easter eggs is a thing of the past, But this year it's been ridiculous. I don't know what happened, but they just seem to have really overstocked. Yeah, reduced Easter eggs for this long after Easter in the shops. I know, a week after Easter as well. Looking forward to the orange and ginger Asda one. Yeah, I enjoyed that one, Andrew. I enjoyed that one. I didn't review it on the channel. I just had it, as I say, I got it like you. But it was a nice one. It's one that it just did what you wanted it to do, basically. Let me know what you think the way you've had it. It was a good one. Yeah, well, I thought so anyway. All right, yeah. So yeah, buttons. I know Smarties buttons as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's a strange one, that one, wasn't it? I don't know why that fad went, because I thought that all those products were pretty successful, to be honest with you. They were all really distinct and worked very well. Another fad that was about 5 years back was all these new digestive limited edition flavours. So I had this one, strawberries and cream flavour. Suffered with the same problem as most of these digestive sort of flavours. And I gave it, what did I give it? A 3 out of 5, I think it was. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Basically, it was a nice, good attempt at an authentic flavour, because I felt like it did taste a bit of cream. It wasn't just like strawberry, basically. You did sort of feel like, you got something that was strawberries and cream like. It smelled good as well. They usually do these kind of things. But the problem is, I think it tries to claim on the packet in all of these, where it says it's strawberries and cream flavoured biscuit covered in chocolate, but it's strawberries and cream flavoured chocolate, So I don't know why they say that every time. But yeah, the thing is, the layer, it's all that, I think when you open it, you get that lovely aroma and things. I think that kind of tricks your brain into thinking it tastes of strawberries and cream more than it really does, because after a while, you just don't taste that flavour anymore. You can't smell it and you can't taste it. And it's just because it's such a thin layer of chocolate on them. It's just really subtle, the flavour. And that's the problem with it, really. The flavour just goes very quickly, and it's just too subtle. So you're just left with basically chocolate digestive, which is no bad thing, to be honest with you, but you're wanting a bit more than that, really. So chocolate digestives are 3.5, so it is probably around right, that really. I think I lowered it in the review. I think it was 3.5, and I think I lowered it to a 3. I think 3.5 is probably about right, to be honest. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, say 3.5 out of 5. But it's certainly 3.5, it's around that area. It's just, the flavours are just not strong enough. There's not enough chocolate. That's the problem with these ones, really. So a bit of a shame, but they're still nice and worth having. I think the best one was, they did like a weird, some limited edition one. Was it something on toast? I can't figure what it was now. I'm sure it was like something on toast flavour, and it actually did taste a bit of toast. I can't think what was one, beans on toast, cheese. I can't think it was cheese on toast. Must have been like strawberry jam and toast or something like that, something like that. But it did taste, it did have a toast flavour to it. So there are some of them that are quite interesting. I think the cherry one was one of the best, but it was with milk chocolate, not dark chocolate. I think dark chocolate would have worked better. Did like cherry bake one, stuff like that. They've done loads of them over the years, and as I say, they generally all have the same problems. But a couple stood out, and I think that toast one was a bit marmalade on toast. That was it, and I think the other one was, I say, one of the cherry ones, I think. But yeah, but they generally all have the same problem, and it's a shame, really. But I don't know how they can sort it. They just don't. It's just a very easy easy thing for them to do, basically, where they just throw a flavour into the chocolate and that's it. And it's just a limited edition one. They don't care how well it does. Particularly, they'll just only around for a couple of months or something. So always a shame that, but they do it. At least they do it, and it's something a bit interesting. But there we go. All right, so the last one for 5 years back. And here's another thing that was big 5 years back. Dark milk. Yes, I've included my own image here, my thumbnail or what have you. I don't know whether I should do thumbnails like that anymore. They look quite good, don't they, thumbnails like that? But I don't know, I don't know. One of those. Maybe the simple ones are better, I'm not sure. But yeah, either way. Anyway, this one, yeah, dark milk. Yeah, it was I don't know, Cadbury dark milk as well. I gave this actually 2 out of 5. Wasn't too impressed with this one. Had lots of crunchy pieces in there in the filling, lots of so crunchy cocoa pieces, one dark milk crunchy cocoa piece. It wasn't the actual dark milk, it was had a bit of a spin on it. So it had lots of crunchy pieces in there. I thought it was quite nice, and it says it's rich and creamy on the wrapper, and it was rich and creamy. But I thought the rich and the creamy taste didn't work very well together. That was the problem. So it didn't taste quite right as a result, and it didn't feel like a Cadbury bar. I think at the time we were saying, and we've said it since, a lot of these bars just didn't feel like Cadbury products, and I think I've just seen Alan's comment here, and I think this is part of the problem. Yeah, dark milk were too thin for me. Yeah, that was it. It felt like a Milka rebrand, didn't it? Because of the size. and it just didn't feel quite right. You know, it didn't feel right. So there was one dark milk. I think it was there was the Don. It was got a silly name. It was one of the Ritter Sports. Like, it's called Don Juan Dark Milk or something. That was really nice. That was a dark milk that worked, and there was one other as well. It might have been. Was it Galaxy or Aero? I think it was the Aero dark milk worked really well as well. I think it was Aero. So the Aero and the Ritter Sport one were the two dark milks that worked really well. I'm sure it was the Aero one. It could have been Galaxy, but I'm pretty sure it was Aero because Galaxy did a spin on it as well, I think, from what I remember. But yeah, it was a disappointing one, the dark milk one. It really was. And I think if they did like a Dairy Milk and Bourneville fusion some way or other, if they even just mixed the flavours or did like half Dairy Milk, half Bourneville, I think that would have been tick the right boxes for me. Yeah, Cadbury Dark Milk was never that interesting because Bourneville is a pretty mid-dark chocolate anyway. Although I do quite like Bourneville, I must say they were yes. Galaxy Dark, but you're right, it is. It's definitely not a quality dark chocolate, but I do like it. Galaxy Dark Milk was really bad. I like the Ritter Sport Don Choco. That's it. Yeah, that's it. The Don Choco one. That was really nice. Yeah, the Galaxy one wasn't. I think it was the Aero one that was quite good. The Galaxy one I wasn't too, but the Aero one worked quite well actually. I thought the Aero one was nice. But yeah, great minds think alike there, Andrew. Yeah, the Don Choco, that was it. I called it Juan Choco or something. But yeah, that was a really nice one actually. That one, yeah, that was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice. Rich Sport chocolate can sometimes be quite creamy, their milk chocolate. So I was a bit apprehensive about it, but it was yeah, a very nice one. But it was limited edition, unfortunately. I never saw it in Morrison's as well. But it was a nice one. But yeah, the Cadbury Dartmouth one just was a bit unsuccessful, really. Yeah, and I think I remember the Galaxy one. It was definitely the Galaxy. It was just it was awful. It was not very pleasant at all. I might have given that like a 1.5 or something. I remember it just not being very nice. Yeah, why Galaxy were doing dark milk as well, I don't know. It's a funny. The Galaxy are a funny brand, really, because they. You know, you see in some countries they do like white chocolate Galaxy, and then in this country they've done white chocolate Galaxy for vegan bars and things. And why are they not doing it for just regular ones? And why a vegan white chocolate one? It seems very strange. And then yeah, and I don't quite get it. I don't quite get it. It's a very strange brand, I think. Sometimes at Galaxy, yeah. Oh, mild. Sorry, yes, mild dark chocolate. I meant Bourneville was a mild dark chocolate. Yes, so mid's the thing, isn't it now? Oh, you might have said maybe I just. Read it wrong. Yeah, sorry about that. I think I didn't I? But yeah, sorry about that, Andrew. I think I misread it. Yes, mild dark chocolate. It's not very strong anyway. It's having a 36% cocoa, dark milk is 40%. Maybe wonder if dark milk was actually necessary. Really, good point there, Andrew. Good point, really. Yeah, exactly. It's a funny one, and yeah, clearly not a Cadbury recipe. I think you'd say, because it doesn't make any sense, like you've implied there. I think they should have just done a dairy milk, and like sometimes do dairy milk and white chocolate combined, where sometimes it's usually like an 80-20 split for some reason rather than 50-50. But if they did that with Bourneville, I think that might be quite successful. Maybe a bit more than 20%, but but yeah, I think that would work. And and they've never done anything like that that I've seen, and I think that would be quite nice. Yeah, well, that would be quite nice. That I'd certainly give it a go, and I reckon it'd be. I think it'd be quite good. I think it would be at least a 3.5, 4 out of 5, maybe at least that is. So yeah, I think it'd be good, but whether they'll ever do it, I don't know. I mean, they've took Bourneville out of. They didn't even include Bourneville in the 200-year celebration, did they, of Cadbury? Which was a crime, I think. But they don't have it in Roses anymore. How can you not have Bourneville in the 200-year Cadbury celebration tune? I honestly don't. It boggles my mind. That really boggles my mind. Honestly, it's Cadbury. Anyway. Yeah. Hopefully they'll start. They do some good bars of it. I'm not saying they don't, but goodness me, they've done some weird, strange decisions. But anyway, this dark milk one, yeah, I think for me, probably about the same, to be honest with you. It's certainly closer to a 2.5 than a 1.5, that's for sure. But I think 2 out of 5 is probably about right. It just was disappointing, And as I said, we've just come up with so many better ideas already, just off the top of our heads. Now, Milka dark milk bars in Europe had the exact same swirly design on the bars and the usual Milka thinness of the bars. I'm sure they were the exact same bars as the Cadbury ones. Yeah, it's very strange as well because the swirl design was meant to be the D, wasn't it, for dark milk? Maybe that was just a coincidence, or maybe a C for Cadbury or both. I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was just a rebrand, wasn't it? Something. I'd say the thinness, like Alan mentioned, was just sort of like a giveaway, really, and yeah, something that doesn't inspire confidence for sure. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, one of those. But yeah, definitely felt that way. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll give away some. Yes, we'll give away some memberships now. Why not? Yes, we get basically I get 10 free a month to give away. It's now a new month, of course. See if I can do it. Can I even do it? Hopefully I can. Yes, there's a thing here. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let's see. Right, membership gifting. Here we go. Right. So you do have to opt in for this. I mention this most weeks. Basically, you've got to click around. I think on the join button that's down somewhere down here. I think it is. Click down there. There's an options menu associated with it. It says membership gifting. You've got to do a toggle to slide in and out of it. You'll find it if you look for it. I'll give it 5 seconds to find that. But there we go. Yes, a lot of people loving that bar, but I wasn't a fan. And hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you so much. Great to see you, sure. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing today? Yes, you're doing well. Hope you are. Hope you are. And how was your Easter experience? Well, you'd gone off Easter eggs, I think you said, or gone off chocolate, I think you mentioned. Yeah, goodness me. But hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, but yeah, dark milk. Dark milk, as I say, there was a couple of dark milk bars that were very nice, and the Don Choco one that that I mentioned before, and Andrew mentioned as well, and the Yarrow ones I thought were very nice. All right, let's give some memberships. Let's see who gets them. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Let's see. Well, I think it just says in the chat. Not sure. Georgie's got one. Georgie again. Well done, Georgie. Chris Limey as well. Chris Limey, well done. Yes. Dead Inside or something. Goodness me. Well, hopefully not. But yes, and AB as well. AB. Goodness me, not seen AB for a long time. I think the account might now be a bit inactive, unfortunately. Shame, actually. I miss AB. He's a good person to chat to. Scarlett James as well. Well done, Scarlett. I think you've had a membership before. Yeah, well done, everyone. Well done indeed. Good to see you all. Hope you enjoy that. And yeah, as I say, now that Easter's over, I can concentrate more on a bit more of it. It just, it was Easter took it out of me. I must say, there was so much chocolate. Yeah, going crazy. Really, it was going crazy. Yes, I'm not too bad. So I was in town this morning grabbing a new pair of Jordans for Easter. Jordans for Easter, goodness me. I didn't really eat chocolate, just not feeling it anymore. Well, it's definitely doing you some good, I'm sure, not eating chocolate. Yeah, I mean, goodness me, well, it's a good job I still it's a good job I'm still into it, because I think the channel would suffer. Although maybe I could maybe I could move it to more crisps and other things. There's no reason not to, is there? But I guess with a name like Chocolo, it's would be difficult. But it's all ice cream and things like that, though, of course. Well, what do you eat instead, though, Shorty? What do you have instead? Do you have savoury stuff, or do you have things like ice cream, or what's the gist? Or do you just sort of have your attention on your trainers now? Yeah, honestly. Well, good to see you, though, Shorty. Good to see you. And as I say, it definitely would be good for you to not eat as much chocolate. That's for sure. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Let's. Right. So we're going to go for 1 year back now. 1 year ago. Yeah. So see what the difference is there. Just turn all these things. I'm trying to take it slow so I don't. All right. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. There we go. And what else have we got to take off? Let's see if I can find other things. Okay, still got a few things. Sometimes, basically, I've just got a list of stuff, but it's quite small because I can't see most things because I've got to scrunch everything up to see all the notes and stuff like that. It can be a difficult one. Yeah, the 5-year one as well. Let's find where that is. If I can find it. Okay, let's see. There we go. Yes. And just got rid of that picture as well. For some reason, I can't see that. There we go. All right, there we are. And the same thing as well. There we go. Some of the graphics. Yes, I'm surprised they're still selling Dark Milk. Did they still sell it? I've not seen it for a while. Oh yeah, the Cadbury one do, don't they? Yeah, Galaxy Dark Milk didn't last very long, but that might have been because it was awful. Yeah, it was literally awful, that wasn't it? Typical Maltese Galaxy buttons are gone, but Dark Milk remains. Yeah, some really good products there. Galaxy Malteser buttons, as you say, the Smarties buttons I thought were pretty good. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, strange, very strange. Good question. I'm not really sure. I just have random sweets at times. I'm currently on some Chewits fruit salad. I see. I don't review many sort of like sweets on the channel. I like to review more of them. Yeah, I've done a selection actually that I've got in the backlog. Well, that I've reviewed that might need to publish soon. Yeah, I did do a few, so I might try and do that again. I think. I was really impressed with the Aldi Press Honeycomb Rippled Egg when I tried it this week. Really nice texture and taste, and the chocolate was really nice. Yeah, they were good, those ones. I do remember enjoying them, actually. I had all 3 of those Ripple ones, and yeah, they were nice. They were nice. They were nice, and I think I just don't think I got around to publishing the review, unfortunately. Yeah. One by Mrs. the Cappy Oreo Sandwich Bar. That was a classic. Really was a classic, sure. Yeah, it was really nice, that one. I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, lovely bar that. I think it seems to randomly come back in Poundland sometimes. I see it, I saw it once, maybe a year or 2 back. It came back after being gone for strangely, and it was still a good date on it. And then it came back again, maybe a year ago. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there, but that was a great bar. That was 5 out of 5. That one for sure. Now there, Joe. Greetings, people from Great Britain. How are you on this beautiful Saturday? Good to see you, Joe. I'm not doing too bad. How are you doing? How are you doing, Joe? How's things for you? Yeah, it's going very well. Nice. Thank you. The weather's turned a bit here. It's a bit cloudy today. It was very sunny this week, but it's just typically for the weekend it's stopped. Yeah. When will you be publishing When will you be publishing Easter egg reviews? I don't think anyone would mind if you post them after Easter. Maybe I'll have to do it. Maybe I should just publish them. Yeah, maybe I should. The thing is, Andrew, I've got at least 10 that I've not published. I think there's more actually. I think I found some more that I didn't publish. So maybe I should. I mean, I've got 10 from last year as well that I didn't do. And I say 10, it probably could be 11 or 9, but you know, yeah, crackers really. I've got plenty to. Yeah, maybe I should just publish them. I was considering that really, but it's just time. It's difficult. You know, I've got all these other things to do. Like I've just published today, well, it's on the member exclusive first, members first to view it. The Leslie Lion Black White bar, you know, and I did the coconut one for Aero a couple of days back. So we'll see. You know, the problem with the Easter reviews is obviously you can't buy them anymore. So, you know, it's one of those. I don't know whether it's good or not to publish them still. It's the time really, though, Andrew, as well. That's the problem. I did consider it, and I would like to do it, but. Mars Cadbury and Terry's that seem to bring out the same eggs every year, so they might be a good guy for next year. Even some of their own brand ones come back. Yeah, true enough. I noticed Aldi though, or Lidl or both, don't tend to do the same ones each year, do they? They do seem to, you know. But yeah. The thing is, the ones I've got left, a hit and miss as to whether. Well, these probably will be there next year. It's one of those. But then again, if I could just publish them next year as well, Andrew, by the same token, couldn't I? So if I saved them, so that's what I was thinking as well. Really, I could just, you know. Save myself buying them next year and just publish them next year, perhaps. Yeah. You're correct, sir. I thought I'd just seen some dotted around the place. I've just looked on the Cadbury's website. Cadbury's website. Yeah, see. Yes, let's see what we oh yes, that's right. Yeah, the Oreo sandwich. Yes, I was thinking of the dark milk. Yeah, interesting. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on with those. Sure, it's very strange, especially when it's such a good product as well. Really don't get it. Yeah, really don't get it. Yeah. Very, very strange ones, that. Very strange. But there we go. But I guess I was just seeing I've got some alert thing appearing on the screen. I was just wondering what it was, but it was it was the fan funding thing. But yes. But yeah, so what did we get? What did we get up to 1 year ago? What did we do? Let me move my notes a bit. So I had a few things here. So let's have a look. We had the let's have a see. Look, yes, Mars Fudge. Remember this? I've actually bought this the other day. Me not sure where it was. The Bounty Fudge is one I never did. There's Bounty Galaxy and Mars Fudge, and I never managed to get the Bounty one. I gave this a 4 out of 5. Believe it or not, 4 out of 5. I was a bit surprised with that. Yeah. No sandwich bars also the Milka forms. Yeah, and they did like a strawberry one, didn't they as well? I think I reviewed that. I don't know if I published it. I reviewed it. I don't know if I published it. Did a strawberry, a strange. I think strawberry raspberry flavour one where the cream was. Strawberry raspberry, you know, very weird one. That was in I think Poundland about a year ago. I remember when I saw it. Yeah. So I'm having typos there on the Cadbury's website. Yeah, no worries, sure, I understood. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it was me. I wasn't sure whether I was thinking what were we talking about again? I was thinking of dark milk, but yes, my new phone is terrible for messing up sentences. Yeah, my phone's a bit of a pain. Although it's an Android phone, so you can change the keyboard quite easily. Now I've not changed it, but maybe I should to the one I used to use. So. One of them. Right, so yes. So I've set a gift. I mean, obviously, I'm going to say this. Don't feel obliged or anything like that. But I've done a gift thing. So we see if we can ever finally get 5 super chats in one stream. We'll never know. See if we can do it. We've got the record of 1, I think, so far. Which is still good, though. It's still good, but yes. But, right, well, there you go. I've mentioned that. We'll see what happens then. Yeah, so this Mars Fudge one, what did I say about it? Well, I said, it's actually very nice consistency of it. Now, fudge, you know, the fudge you get in these sort of... small little villages when you go wandering around rural England, well, maybe Scotland and Wales as well. I know it's definitely in England. You know, you get these sort of fudge shops, don't you, with all these crazy fudge concoctions, and they're always too sweet for me. They actually hurt my teeth. They're so sweet. But these fudge and these Mars weren't too sweet, so it's nice for me. Nice and chunky as well. We had like a caramel layer in there. It wasn't runny caramel, and there's the association with Mars is quite tenuous, really. There's no like nougat in there or anything like that. You know, it's just the fact it's got caramel in it. You know, they're always a bit like that, but nonetheless, it was pretty nice. I actually enjoyed this one. I thought I'd say the caramel layer was pretty good. Yeah, so I think for me, this was probably about. I mean, it's definitely closer to a 3.5 than a 4.5. That's for sure. But I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt on this one. Say a 4 out of 5. You know, I think that's yeah. It seemed pretty nice, pretty good that one, I think. But then, yes, but on the flip side, as you imagine the next one, this was the Galaxy Fudge. So we can find the picture for that. Should be able to find it, so it's near the little one. So look, there we go, Galaxy Fudge. Yeah, this one, but this one on the other hand, you know, yeah, it was very, I gave this one 2 out of 5, I gave this one. Again, had the same thing, nice and chunky, not too sweet like real fudge, but, you know, this one had nothing in it that was Galaxy-like at all. There was no Galaxy taste, it was just nothing like Galaxy at all. And also like the Mars one, which I forgot to mention the Mars one, the pack you got was like half empty basically as well. You come in like this weird cardboard carton, like, you know, that sort of bit at the bottom and then this large opener flap at the top, and only the bit at the bottom, as you probably would imagine, had anything in it. So it just meant it was like I don't know how many inches tall it was, 10 inches tall or something like that, but it was only had like 3 or 4 inches of actual content. You know what I mean? It was just ridiculous, really. Yeah, similar to the Galaxy digestives, I think they still do. Don't trust they don't taste of Galaxy to me. No, they don't to me either. They were just basically digestives, weren't they? Chocolate digestives. Yeah, they just seem to, when it's just chocolate, when Mars do something that's just chocolate, they just label it as Galaxy. It's like those what are they called? Galaxy they had what are they called? Triple treats, that was it, triple treats. Where they had like a Bounty one which had coconut on it. They had a Mars one which had caramel chunks on it. They had a Snickers one which had peanuts in it. And then they had the Galaxy one which basically was the same as all the others, but just didn't have the bonus thing on it, like didn't have the peanuts on. So they just called it Galaxy. But none of them had Galaxy chocolate in. Which is a shame, because when they did their Easter eggs, like the Mars Easter egg or whatever, they use Galaxy chocolate, don't they? You know, like at least for the celebrations one. But yeah. So, don't know why they didn't do that there. Very disappointing, that. Bit of a shame. There we go. Yeah, honestly. But yeah, these ones, very disappointing. I think it's going to be the same. No reason to mark that up. 2 out of 5, yeah. But I never managed to get the Bounty Fudge one, which is the one I did want. I've still seen these available as well. I saw them the other week in Farm Foods. It's the only place I've seen them, actually, Farm Foods, for some reason. But I've never seen the Bounty one, so that is one I'd like to review. I'm not a massive coconut fan. I don't, but you know, whether it actually have coconut in it, I don't know. But I'd like to review that one all the same. I prefer coconut more than I used to. I used to be a bit against it, really, but and the texture was more than anything. But I don't mind it quite as much nowadays, and I can actually voluntarily eat it, whereas I couldn't in the past. You will see me looking off to one side, by the way. It's just because I'm looking at my notes and things like this. It's just one of them. All right, so let's have a look now. Yeah, we'll do. Let's have a look. Yes, let's see. Maltesers, Black Forest Gatto. There was another tiramisu one in this range I never saw. And I gave this one, I give this a 4 out of 5, I think I did. Let's have a look. Yes, 4 out of 5. Random note, sir. What do you think you'll be attending at Transformers event I mentioned? It's going to be on the 17th of this month. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Basically, I've just just been so busy, Shuri, at the moment, you know. So probably not is the gist of it. I wanted to, but I've just, it's just one of those. Yeah, I'll see what happens. I'll try to. But I don't know if I'll be able to make it. Yeah, you going, I take it. I know you were saying you were going. You said a few of your friends ago. But didn't you say it sold out, Shuri? I think you said it sold out. So I kind of left my mind because you said it sold out. Also, GTA 6 got delayed, I know, until next year. I know, goodness me. Mind, it's been a long time. I mean, it's already been over 10 years, hasn't it? The thing is, they've got GTA 5 online, keeping them going. You know, so that will, so they've no real reason to rush. But also, you know, I'd rather them take the time, make it good. Because every time they release them, aren't they always a bit buggy? Rockstar Games. I feel they are, but it's going to sell. They're only saying like £100 for the game as well. You know, but the Nintendo Switch 2 game's like £60-70. Although cartridge games, cartridge games have always been more expensive, even so. They still charge a lot these days anyway. They just charge a lot for like premium editions, don't they? And they're just, but they can charge what they want. GTA, I think, as long as it's not too ridiculous. But £100 is ridiculous, really. But yes, this Maltesers Black Forest Gatto. Yes, I thought this was quite interesting. It actually did have like a cake-like flavour to it. Isn't just cherry flavoured dark chocolate, basically. It's dark chocolate on the outside of this one. So it's actually quite nice, I say, having a bit of a cake-like flavour to it. But there's nothing really cake-like about it as far as texture is concerned. It's just all flavouring, this, that and the other. But, so there's no texture like that's reminiscent of the actual cake. But he did a good job, nonetheless, of tasting like Black Forest Gatto. So I was quite impressed with this one. I don't know if it's for everyone, but I think 4 out of 5 is a pretty good score. I think that's probably reflective of it, really. Yeah, it's fully understandable. I might be attending, but at the same time, it's just another place to spend money, so I might not. Yeah, I know it's one of those. Yeah, I know. And it's just the moment I've just got just struggling to fit everything in really at the moment. So and I'm finding because I'm because of that, it makes it quite stressful to go to anything, you know, and I don't feel like I can quite relax and enjoy it like I would do. So that's the problem with it, really. I can force myself to do these things, and I am doing it on occasion. But sometimes I just think I've just got to give myself some time, you know, and yes, it's one of those. But I think maybe on the 17th, I'm sure I've got something on. I think I might be having a meet with someone. I'm not sure, a friend. So I'm not. So it's one of those. So I don't think I can. Yeah. So I think it's one of them. Mm. But I'll try and keep it in mind. Basically, I do want to. Is the gist of it. It's just just things at the moment. Goodness me, I feel like the problem is I'm almost enemy sometimes. You know, sometimes we're getting organised. I must say, but it is something I'd like to attend. I must admit. Ah, but either way, you have to tell me how it goes if you do go. Right, and the last one for today. Yes, this was my own concoction. This one, it was my own chocolate bar, the Skittles chocolate bar. It doesn't really exist, but I made it myself. Basically, I melted some chocolate. It wasn't like, you know, it was just own sort of supermarket own brand chocolate. Melted it down and put it into a mold and put some Skittles. I think I put Skittle in every sort of segment in the mold, basically. And I actually gave this pretty honest review. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. Well, let's move the same thing away. Basically said I thought Skittles and chocolate worked amazing together. Those you don't know the story, I had a Skittles Easter egg and I poured the Skittles into half of the egg itself and just ate it. Used it as like a bowl almost to have the Skittles in, and then ate it from the bowl. You know, and it was really nice combination of Skittles and chocolate. Works really well. So I thought I'd make my own bar of it. Yes, got the M&S Gelato selection chocolates this week. All right, they're mini cupcake flavoured chocolates. They sound quite nice. Some of the flavours are really nice. Banana split, mangoes and cream, caramel mocha, and of course pistachio. Oh, pistachio, of course. Yeah, I was going to nip into M&S today, but I had to prepare for this and do some other things, so I couldn't basically. But so I might go this week sometime, maybe. It's one of those. But they do sound very nice. Yeah, very nice. I take it you've not had it yet. Have you had it? Have you had it? Yeah. Well, it does sound very lovely. Mini cupcake flavoured chocolates. I was thinking of doing a TF Nation in a few months instead, just give myself time to contemplate attending something like that. Yeah, that's it. You need time to get your head around it as well, don't you? Just to get yourself mentally prepared these days. I find I'm like that as well, Shuri. Yeah, I did go to TF Nation. It must have been about 7 years ago now. It was quite a while ago. Yeah, it could almost have been 9 years ago. I did go a long time ago. Yeah. I remember that video. It was a good watch. Yeah, it was an interesting one, this one. I did like it. Making my own chocolate. I've not done any since. Let me know if you think I should make some more of my own chocolates. Maybe I'll do a poll at some point. I did enjoy it though. It was very nice. I think my problem with this one is it needed more Skittles in each segment. I think I just did one. I think I needed 2 or 3 in each segment. So I think the recipe's sound. I think this bar itself was about right as a 3.5 out of 5 basically. So yeah, so it was about the same. But if I'd put two Skittles in each segment, it could have easily been at least a 4 out of 5, maybe even a 4.5. I think the problem, also the good thing about it is it's actual full Skittles because you're making it yourself. You're not getting this nonsense where, say, most Smarties put in mini Smarties in, or M&Ms put in mini M&Ms, you know, or Skittles if they did one, they'd probably put in, I don't know what they'd put in. Probably wouldn't even put in mini Skittles, put some random nonsense. But this one's full size Skittles, so really interesting, really good. So definitely might come revisit that. I like to save money too. Do you find yourselves being cheaper over time? It's one of those. I feel like it's one of those where you always subconsciously save by doing silly things. Like you won't spend an extra £2 on something that costs, like, say, £3, but you will spend an extra £20 on something that costs, you know, £100, something like that. So you know, so you do these silly things where you'll save on things that the percentage wise seems a lot, but it actually isn't. And then on the things that it does cost a lot, you'll just spend over the amount. So yeah, I feel like that's my problem really. But it's nice to try and be a bit careful. And I'm trying to be a bit more careful these days. Yeah, how about you, Jaway? How do you save your money? I'm going to say they're mini cupcake shaped chocolates. Oh right, shaped. Yes, with gelato inspired flavours. Yeah, apologies if I misread again, Andrew. But yes, yes, gelato inspired flavours. Half firmer chocolate on top to look like icing in a cream of caramel. This does sound very interesting, in a chocolate shell. That does sound very interesting, Andrew. I might have to look out for those for sure. I was surprised how nice and varied the flavours were. That's the other thing, isn't it, as well? Sometimes the flavours can let you down a bit, but it sounds like it's been pretty successful. Especially the banana one and the mango one. Even the pistachio and white chocolate one was nice, even though I'm currently sick of pistachios. Yeah, it's definitely the trend for this year, isn't it, pistachios? We'll see if it continues, that one. I feel like that one won't continue. I don't know why. I just feel like it won't, but it might. It might do. But I feel like that one might die out. That one. Yeah. Interesting. I don't think I think I didn't click on that. I think I read it, but I didn't click on it. Apologies for that. Yes. Yeah. See. Yeah. Sick of pistachio. Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it happens with pistachios. We'll see. I'll be interested to see where we are in a year's time from those. You didn't misread my cupcake chocolate comment. I just said, okay. Oh, okay. Well, yes. Well, thanks, Andrew. Thanks for the the correction there. Yes. I'm definitely interested in those. Sound very mini cupcake shaped chocolates. They do sound very nice. Gelatos by flavors though. Sound very interesting. Those. I think they sound. I mean, hopefully they won't sell it. M&S are a bit. Well, they've had that problem, haven't they? Really. So they might be a bit of a difficult one. Maybe I'll give it a bit of time to go to them because they've got to have that IT issue, haven't they? So probably bad time to go in for expecting the stock to be up to date and things. Although maybe they will be. I don't know, but I might leave it a few days. Yeah, I try to be careful, especially in our current national climate. But then I see a good offer, which then snowballs into more good offers. Next thing I know, I spent all my money. Yeah, it's very difficult. I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's difficult. It's a bit like losing weight as well. If you're trying to eat less calories, you've just got to. You can't really. You've just got to eat nothing really. You know what I mean. I mean, you guess you technically can eat less. If you go, well, I'll have this low fat thing or whatever, but nonetheless, you've still got, you basically just really got to be very careful, and just by eating something that's got fewer calories, it doesn't mean you're necessarily going to end up eating fewer calories. I definitely want to spend less now and working full time. I think when you know you've earned it in 5 days a week, you want to be careful. But yeah, this is it. I know this is it. I know. I think money has more value when you have all the bills to pay yourself and things like this, and obviously it's a no fallback, I guess. Yeah, so I do get it, Andrew. I do get it. Definitely the right attitude to have as well. And I think definitely now you're younger, Andrew, as well. I would definitely my recommendation for sure. I'm no financial expert. To take this with a grain of salt, but definitely open a savings account and aim to get as much as you can in, because basically with compound interest on your interest, if you save when you're younger, by the time you're 40, 50 or whatever, all the everything would have built up loads, and you can see the compound interest calculator. If you type that online, see how much you'll save a year, and you can see over time how much you'll get after 20, 30, 40 years. And it's worth doing because it really can build up if you can scrape and get a good amount in there. And of course, if you're really desperate, you can always get it out again. So it's not like you're throwing it away. But that's my recommendation. Yeah. Because you'll get to be 40, 50 years old and you think, if only I'd done it, I would have had £500,000 by now. And that's pretty much, it can be that much you can have if you can do it right. And of course, you'll earn more, hopefully, over time as well. So I'm buying plenty of 60p Easter eggs, and I'm going to make them last a while so I don't have to buy more expensive chocolate for a while. Yeah, good idea. Why not as well? Why not? I've got a couple of friends. One of them might be watching this at the moment who are quite frugal with the money, let's just say. And things like that, that's definitely what they do. And I think they're quite successful with their savings of money as well. So yeah, definitely buying things on the cheap and stuff like that. And as you say, it's the same. Usually it's the same, if not better. And sometimes people prefer the cheaper stuff anyway. But yeah, obviously for this channel, I do push the boat out probably more than I should do on occasion, really, because I don't really get anything for I don't make a profit on the channel. Let's put it like that. So people support the channel, massively appreciated, but it does all go back into it. Yeah, so one of those. But yes, definitely, if you can take advantage of good quality, good chocolate for 60p, why not? Why not? Right, well, there we go, guys. There we go. Brings us to the end of yes, look back for another week. Yes, I'll probably do another one next week. I don't feel I'll have more in the stash by next week. I might do. Basically, when I get stuff in for Stash Watch, I try to do a Stash Watch as soon as I can so I can then review the stuff and get it published. I'm still looking for that Yorkie brownie. Not seen it yet. Hopefully I'll see that soon. I'm assuming I'll see it anytime soon. So yeah, that's anytime soon. Yeah, anytime now, I guess. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get that reviewed soon. But I might just try and do get some of my older reviews I've done actually and published. So we'll see what happens there. But there we go. But yeah, there we are. So we got another about 2 minutes to make the target of 5 super chats. But I don't think we've not got one yet, so I don't think we're going to do it. But never mind. I put the target there. Maybe we should do. I thought, should I do the target of 1 super chat? But if I would just do it as 1 every week, it kind of, I don't know, feels a bit like it's not really, I don't know really. Maybe I should. I don't know. Finances could be mandatory since primary school anyway. Yes, yeah, I know what you mean. It should be something that's, I think, taught a bit better. I think having that understanding of savings, I think, is very important. And I think you only really value it when you get to be quite, well, I won't say it's too late, but certainly the earlier you start saving, the more you get out of it. And I think people don't realise that. Yeah. It was a good look back as always. Thank you and have a great holiday weekend. Oh, thank you very much, Alan. I hope you do too, and I hope the weather's all right where you are. As I say, it's greying up a bit where I am, but well, bank holiday weekend's always nice, regardless of the weather, isn't it? Let's put it that way. Always is. I'm still looking out for that new Tony's bar. That's it. Yeah, sure. I've got that to publish as well. That's literally the next one on my list. It's in Tesco. Sure, I saw it in Tesco a few months back before Easter. Yeah, so it's definitely there. But yeah, that's the next one I'm going to review. Actually, it's the next one. I learned about algebra and ionic bonds in school, but not much about money. I know it's a good point, that really. I mean, obviously, it depends on what you go in to do and things like that. But I definitely think, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there should be something in there, even if I don't know. It's obviously, I don't know, it helps you out at a personal level rather than at maybe a sort of, a level of getting jobs and things. But there should be something there, shouldn't there? There should be something like a general. Well, they do general studies. Well, they did A level when I was younger, anyway. But then it was still, I don't know. Yeah, there should be something there. I guess it's economics, isn't it? But then, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there should be something there. The thing is, you probably wouldn't have to do like a big lesson on it. You just do, you could do stuff. It's just something, isn't it? Just to say, look, this is what you should be doing when you earn your money. Maybe it should. I don't know. Maybe it should be a government initiative where they give people a pamphlet. I don't really know, but I feel like there should be something there when you start. Give you a bit of a concept. But the thing is, as well, when you're younger, you just want to spend it all, don't you? You've not got that mentality either. That's the thing. Maybe there should be an opt-out thing where the government puts a bit of your money away into a savings account automatically. I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to get that in the local Tesco then. Yeah, we'll have a look. I mean, obviously you might need to go to a bigger one, sure, but it was there when I was in Tesco last. I've not been in for a few weeks, but it was there. I've not seen it anywhere else, but Tesco did have it. Yeah, and it was quite prominent as well. Yes. Might have a lot to do with psychology too. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, you've got to want to save, and of course when you're younger, you're not thinking about, 10, 15, 20, 30 years time. So it is a mentality thing. I think you've just got to be sensible and you've got to have the money to save as well, which is the other problem, isn't it? Very personal stuff at the end of the day. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, it's not simple, is it? I think if it was simple, everyone would do it, and it's clearly not. It's one of those. But obviously, at least having the knowledge, I think, is what I'm talking about. At least you know about it, then you can make the decision yourself. Yeah. But as you say, it's complicated. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go, guys. Brings us to the end of another Stash Watch. Great to see you all. Great to see you, Joe. Great to see you, Shoreen. Great to see you, Andrew. And, of course, Alan. And, of course, Scotty from before as well. Great to see you all. Anyone else who's watching, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that. And, yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to put links to all the reviews in the description so you can go peruse those later on. I'll put that after, I'll do that as soon as this is finished. So, hope you enjoy those. And let's say, let me know what you think. And have a great weekend as well. Thank you as always, sir. Take care, people. Yes, Yeah, thank you very much, Sherry. Have a great one yourself, and let me know how you get on, and your new trainers as well, things like this. And if you spot that Tony's one, but maybe, as you say, if you're not that into chocolate at the moment, maybe this will bring you back, Sherry. Maybe this is the bar that brings you back into chocolate. Yeah. But yes, the knowledge is needed, definitely. Yeah, this is it. I think that's it, isn't it? I think the knowledge is, at least to let people know this is what you can do. Whether they do it or not, it's up to them, isn't it? But there we go. It might just do that, yeah. Well, if anything, Will, it's going to be Tony's, isn't it, Shorey? That's for sure. I know you love them so much, so yeah. Well, fingers crossed. Let me know. I'll be interested to find out. Right, well, there we go, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As I say, it's great to chat to you all. Great to see you. I'm glad you're all doing well as well. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. It's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK, so 3-day weekend. So hope you enjoy it. And Jan might be only a 2-day weekend for you, but I hope you have a lovely time either way. Hey, great to see you again. Great show as always. Have a peaceful weekend. Thank you very much, Joe. Have a great one yourself. Thanks for coming as well. Great to see you, and it's always great to chat to you, and great to chat to everyone, of course. Have a lovely day, lovely Saturday, lovely Sunday, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. See ya.